You better bark like you want it. Bark like you want it. Bark like you want it, baby. Bark like you want it. Bark like you want it, baby. Bark like you want it. Bark like you want it, baby. Bark like
Hey y'all, so as you can tell in the title what today's story is about, it's about me giving away my dog, but to an ungrateful person. So let's get into it. I want to start off by saying I love Ginger to the moon and back. I would dress her up and take her everywhere, like to different parts, which wasn't her favorite at first, but she got used to it over time, and riding all over the city, just having fun, and stopping her to get her pup cups and some more outfits. And let me tell you, your girl had a different outfit for every season, holiday, birthday, you name it. She was so sassy and loved taking pictures to the point where I would dress her up and she would do these little poses and tricks that I taught her, even without saying anything. This is how much she loved dressing up. She definitely has her own personality and spunk. So this all took a turn when I had just got back into town, which I was away for 2.5 months, when I had got recruited for another job in another state. Ginger had started to get on my nerves a little bit. And also, y'all, this was around the time I was about to go through my isolation/wilderness season. So I was really going through a lot. I was going through a breakup and stuff just kept happening back to back. And if you know what the wilderness season is, then you know what takes place. Everything has to leave your life because God is about to put you in alignment. But back to the story. She would be doing her own thing, and I was slowly realizing my parents had been letting her do anything while I was away, which means they will allow her to come in the kitchen, which she wasn't allowed to. Peeing the house because they wasn't paying attention to her like I would, and just simply letting her do whatever. It just felt like a back and forth thing, and even when I would just leave the house, period, it would happen, which got on my nerves a lot. And before y'all say something, no, it wasn't my parents' job to do anything, but this was also an agreement that they would. So her just doing whatever when I got back home, it just took a toll on me. And no, this isn't an excuse to give her away, but you'll see why soon. At this point, I was just done with everything and everybody. A part of me wanted to give her away because I was just going through so much that I couldn't even handle things no more. And the other just wanted to keep her because I love her. I love her a lot. And I spent too much time and effort into her just to give her away. So I started to look for homes just in case if I did. I wanted to give her another great home to stay in. So one of the family members had came over around the time we had a cookout in my parents' house. She was saying how much she had wanted a dog, so I had told her I was looking into giving her away and that she can have her if she wanted it. All I wanted was to see her from time to time, and she said that was okay. At this time, I had gave her a price because I did spend a lot on her, and she didn't have it at the time, so I waited. And during that waiting period, it weighed heavy on me to the point where I did change my mind because I couldn't see myself doing that. So a month or two later, it seemed like God was nudging me to give her away. Now that I realized it was God the whole time making stuff happen so that I would give her away. Because this is what God does when he's about to shake things up in your life. So my dad ended up saying that she has to go because she was getting on his nerves at this point. Because she kept doing her business on the floor. And to my knowledge, I was just thinking he's just not taking her out like he's supposed to while I was gone. Because she would let you know by trying to get your attention that she had to go. Mind y'all, we kept her water bowl by the door, so she was drinking plenty of water whenever she wanted to. So I'm like, of course she's going to pee on the floor. You're not paying attention to her. So that was confirmation for me to listen to God and go ahead and give her away. So I went to take her to the vet for one last time to see if everything was good, which it was. Then I got her groomed right after because I'm not going to send her out to nobody looking any kind of way. And plus she needed it. Now, mind you, I was going to charge whoever I gave the dog to, but I didn't because God told me not to charge nobody, so I listened. So I ended up calling that family member that I regret calling, and you'll see why in a minute. But she didn't answer the phone, and later on, my auntie had told me that she got her number changed, so didn't nobody know it, so I couldn't call her. So I ended up calling somebody else in the family that was wanting a dog. So when everything was all said and done, I got Ginger together and dropped her off at their family member house. After that, I sent her everything that she needed. The only thing I needed to send left was the vet sheet to state everything was fine. And I was going to send it to her, but y'all, I could not find that paper nowhere. And I mean nowhere. So I ended up sending her the doctor's name and number to the vet so she wouldn't think that I was trying to give her the runaround or just saying anything. And after that, we was good on everything, even down to me coming to visit Ginger from time to time. So a week or two later, she had called me telling me that Ginger had started coughing. And I was just so confused. So I started to ask her questions, and I found out she's a smoker. Now, mind y'all, I never had a problem with Ginger coughing or sneezing or nothing. She had no allergies at all, and Ginger ain't never been around nobody that smokes. So that was the problem. Dogs really can't be around smoke, and dogs give you signs letting you know that they can't, which are coughing, sneezing, watery eyes, runny nose, walking away, trying to avoid the smoke. So it was just clear as day that I was going to have to walk her through with having a dog, period. So she ended up not wanting Ginger because of that problem, which was obvious of what it was. So she ended up calling me and asking was it okay to give it to the other family member that I was going to give it to at the beginning. And I said yes because she wanted the dog first. And I was going to give it to her, so it was only right. So when she got the dog, y'all, it just became story after story and lies on top of lies from here. So when she had got my number from the other family member, I went on and sent the information on Ginger, everything including the vet number so she can get the documents on her. I also had stated that I would like to come and see Ginger from time to time, as previously said from the beginning, and she said that was fine. So I said, okay, that was it. After everything was all said and done, she would call me from time to time being nice, asking about things about Ginger, just small talk and just stating that you can tell that I trained her well because she minds. And mind y'all, she never mentioned her coughing or anything. As you can tell, I was correct about that. Now, a month later, she stated that she pees a lot, and I asked her, do she take her out? Because she is a dog. Keep in mind, neither one of these family members had ever had a dog before, so they didn't know what to do. If I can remember, she said that she'd take her out on a balcony because she can't do the stairs or something like that. She had told me she don't go downstairs often because she lives in an apartment, and I had forgot she had told me that she had surgery on her leg months ago. But the last time I had seen her, she was walking fine, so I didn't think nothing of it. Mind y'all, I don't talk to that side of the family like that, let alone know them like that. So that was understandable of why she couldn't take her outside. But at the same time, she didn't need no dog because how are you going to take care of a dog when you can barely get around? No shade, just light on the situation because it just simply didn't make sense. And y'all, this was after the fact that I had already gave her Ginger. So I couldn't just take the dog away. I don't do stuff like that. And plus, I looked at it as how she stated it, which was all she do is be at home watching TV by herself and she just be needing a companion. So I looked at it as that, like the perfect candidate, to my understanding. But looks can be deceiving. Now all of a sudden, family members start saying I shouldn't have given her a dog because she's not going to take care of it. So once again, me feeling bad because it felt like I gave Ginger to the wrong person again. And a cousin had told me that she had posted on Facebook. Mind y'all, I don't get on a lot of social medias, and Facebook was one of them. It's just way too toxic for me, but I guess that's where majority of toxic people go. Anywho, the things she posted on Facebook, she never mentioned it to me on the phone, like the dog needed surgery or what was going on with her. I'm thinking everything is fine because this is how she was talking to me on the phone. I'm thinking nothing was wrong. So now all of a sudden, I'm this, I'm that. I ain't never took care of this dog. She was never trained, blase, blase, blase. Y'all, I didn't know what was going on at this point, but come to find out, Ginger had needed surgery on her bladder. I would have never knew because of what her doctor was telling me, that she was always fine. So that's how I was looking at it. But I had got blamed for something I knew nothing about, let alone went to school to be a veterinarian for. So she was just talking outside of her neck about me just making stuff up on Facebook. Mind y'all, I was nice about everything. Ginger left with plenty of outfits, food, 2 beds, a big cage that would have cost hundreds of dollars, which she still needed a job for, which she also didn't have at the time. So I was really helping her out big time. On top of that, taking her to go get groomed and to the vet one last time to get an overall exam, which I could have left for her to do because she was already getting Ginger for free. But this is why I don't deal with everybody in this so-called family. The nicer you are to them, the more they'll try to take advantage of things by switching the narratives around to make it seem like you're the bad guy when it's them. But anyways, while making this video, I ended up doing a little research about what causes dogs to have an affected bladder. So I looked it up on ChatGPT, and to sum it down with some of the information it gave me, the only thing I could have thought it would be was her getting neutered, which could have had scar tissue if not done properly, which is rare internal healing for dogs. It can occasionally affect how the bladder moves or empties, so the signs to watch out for that was frequent urination or accidents indoors, straining to pee or only peeing in small amounts, leaking while resting or sleeping, and blood and urine or strong odor. So yeah, I would have never knew it was because of her getting neutered, which I got done when she turned 1, and I only had her for 3 years totaling. And when she had frequent bathroom breaks, she had just started doing that within that year. So 2 years had already passed by with no signs from her getting neutered. She wasn't even peeing like that. Results came back fine every time. So there was no need for me to think otherwise. I was just thinking she was drinking plenty of water the whole time because, like I stated before, I kept her water bowl by the door, which was always filled. I'm thinking like any other person would think if they was to drink water all day. You would be peeing all day, right? Anyways, other than that, I didn't have no issues or problems with Ginger. But at the end of the day, I get where she was coming from, but at the same time, she didn't have to take it to no Facebook. She could have just let me know what was going on from the get-go. But I guess everybody ain't grown like that.